Welcome to Town Talk. I'm here today with Jung-Ho, artistic director and conductor for the Cape Symphony, and we're going to talk about Joy for July. Jung-Ho, welcome to the show. And wow, July already?
I know. It's absolutely incredible. We just started back in September. We started our new season, our triumphant return after COVID, and it's been such an exhausting, we've had to retool and reformat everything and test everyone carefully, but it has been an incredible season. The orchestra sounds great, audiences, we're selling out every show, everyone's thrilled. So it feels like July is a great way to sort of let your hair down and just celebrate.
It is. And this year is a really special summer for everyone. Like you said, it seems to be that we're coming out of this wonderful, amazing time where we all hunkered down and now we're all free again. Talk a little bit about how the symphony is now back out into the community.
Well, it's something that we have always believed in deeply, but now we're able to fulfill on that mission a little bit more in a concrete way. Our mission statement, I think we have the world's shortest mission statement. Our mission statement is to inspire joy, inspire joy. And that is for everyone, Paula, not just the people who have subscribed for decades or people who come and see all of our product. It is for everyone, especially the person who's never been to see the symphony before. I know a lot of people think, well, I don't know if the symphony's right for me. I've never been before. And this is a great opportunity. The 4th of July, it's going to be such a groundbreaking moment for several reasons. First, we're on Aselton Park for the very first time. We've never been there, right in front of the harbor. Aselton Park is kind of like the gateway into Hyannis visually. It's where all the boats come in. It's picturesque. It's what people think of Cape Cod. So we're going to be on that green. Thousands of people are going to come. The second mind-blowing part of this is that it's free. Now, we give many, many shows throughout the year and people love coming, but the majority of them are ticketed events. This one is going to be 100% free, but it's going to be top entertainment. We've got killer singers, Paula. We've got a young man named Mark Kapitsky, who is like kind of the new generation of the Michael Bublé. His voice is so smooth and so hip, so swinging, and he's going to be doing some great tunes. And then also a woman named Lakeisha Jones, who's a big hit on American Idol. And her voice can stop a Mack truck. She's got power, and she's going to sing songs by Aretha Franklin and Donna Summer and Whitney Houston. So there's nothing held back on this show. People are going to look at each other going, I can't believe we're not being charged for this show. We got great talent. And then, of course, there's the Cape Symphony. The orchestra has been playing so beautifully all year long, and we're presenting, a fairly large orchestra for this show. And they're going to be on stage right in front of the water and be playing great patriotic hits like America the Beautiful. Oh man, this arrangement of America the Beautiful is just so stunning. It's like it's written for some great Hollywood film. It's so beautiful. And a lot of favorites for Stars and Stripes Forever and a tribute to the armed forces. So it's got something for every age, for every person.
This sounds like a huge production, a huge production. I mean, bringing in maybe a stage and lights, and you said a large orchestra. How does all of that happen?
Yeah, you nailed it. We're bringing in a huge stage with a semi truck brought in, and it's going to be 40 feet wide by 40 feet deep, and a full lighting system with IntelliLights that move around. So it's like a Broadway production outdoors. I tell you, Hyannis has not seen something like this, probably if ever, in terms of the production value. We're bringing in some remote control lighting. So we're going to light the trees and they're going to be choreographed to the show as well. So the whole Aselton Park will be lit up and be part of the action too. So uh, a professional sound system, huge sound system. Yeah.
I would imagine the musicians must be pretty stoked for this, huh? It's something different from playing in your performing arts center to bringing everything out. I mean, weather dependent, I'm sure. We're all knowing and fingers crossed for beautiful, beautiful weather, but they must be so excited.
Well, let me start with the question about the weather. Is that if by chance there is a rain, we are planning on moving it. possibly to Labor Day or some other date as well, which actually may even work out even better if it doesn't happen on the 4th. But it was really important to the town, and we totally agree that on the 4th of July in particular, that there's got to be something downtown. We've got to celebrate it some way. And because I don't know if you know about the plovers, those are the little birds that are endangered. Um, that we're not doing a 4th of July with fireworks this year. And that's okay. That makes our presence even more important because the music is spectacular, drop dead gorgeous. But we are creating a even better light show to make it even more unique and special. And for those people who have some sensory issues, who don't like loud explosions, and even pets, this is an added bonus for them to come and hear just beautiful music. Now, to your question about the musicians and about me and how we're feeling about, we love holidays. We love Christmas. We love 4th of July, because that is kind of a universal theme that the entire community can get around. So we understand very fully well that for some people, this may be the one, and hopefully not the only, but it may be the only time they come and experience their Cape Symphony. So for me, it's an incredible privilege. I get to feed the entire 200, well, actually during the summer, it triples. 600,000 people come to the Cape, and this is our way of serving that huge crowd.
Right. And when you talk about that and the folks that, it's our Cape Symphony, what a wonderful way that we can show our visitors that we're not just that little provincial peninsula out there, is that we have culture and we have the arts that are incredibly vibrant and professional.
Oh, Paula, you hear that all the time, and I do too as well. They can't believe it. They can't, they were so surprised. They thought, whether they're visiting or whether they move to the Cape, they think they're going to give up something. Oh, I've lived in New York and I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in Boston. What can we expect? We're coming for the beauty of the Cape. But then they come to the concerts and they go, wow, we don't even need to go to Boston anymore. I mean, I don't want to take away from Boston. It's a nice city, but but people go, there's absolutely no reason. This is actually better in some ways because our programming, as you know, Paula, is really meant for the average person. It's really meant to appeal to every single person of their background, and so that's why they love coming in droves.
So I've known you for many years, Jung-Ho.
Mhm.
Do you have any surprises up your sleeve?
Yeah, yes, my middle name. It's Mr. Surprise. I really love adding bells and whistles. My phrase is more is more. That's my belief. And so we do have little elements of patriotism during this show. As we're planning right now, we probably right up to the event, we're going to have special guests, artists showing up, uh, elements that will make your heart burst with pride about the community and about our country. In particular, right now, Paula, we need something to all rally around. We need to remember that we are one country and that we all love this country very, very much. We may have different points of view on how to get there, but that's the great thing about music is that we can all tap our toes, we can all sing along and shoulder to shoulder, and we don't care about our politics or our background. We're there to have a good time. So, in terms of decoration, we're going to try to make the stage look as beautiful as possible. Um, we're going to add certain elements where each generation, whether you're a grandparent coming to this, or even a great grandparent, you're going to hear music that touches your heart that you remember. But even today, one of my surprises is that I'm going to be featuring music from a major Hollywood film, so that young people coming and go, "Whoa! This orchestra's playing this music that I love so much." So yeah, a bit of everything.
A bit of everything. And we'll just end with this, is that I know that this is a signature event for the symphony. Are you playing out of doors in other areas this year, or is this it?
It is one of the very exclusive, all free outdoor programs we're doing this summer. The other one is at the National Seashore out in Eastham. Now, we have done that for about maybe 5 years or so. So that's a tradition. And honestly, we hope that this becomes a regular tradition for the town as well. That takes place, I think, around August 26th. and it's a smaller orchestra, but it has the same kind of Cape Symphony panache and imagination that we're famous for.
And that amphitheater is just amazing.
It's very similar to what we're going to be doing in Asselton Park because we're going to be right next to the salt pond. If
Yep.
everyone knows the salt pond at the visitor center, it's really, really beautiful. We're going to be celebrating the national park system. We have music that's influenced by nature because of that as well. So it's a different program, but just as special.
If you want to leave one thought for our viewers for Joy for July, what is that going to be, Jung-Ho?
That this is going to be a once in a lifetime event. I mean, hopefully it'll happen next year after that too, and after that. But as far as a precedent setting event, this is it. This is like the kickoff. We have been planning this, Paula, for years. We've been talking about this for years and years and years. And with the commitment of the town, Mark Ells, town manager, Liz Hartsgrove, who's just been, who's an artist herself, town council, they know that this kind of programming serves our community in a very unique way. I mean, it's incredible vision by all of those people to say, we want this absolutely free. We want this to be a gift for our community. My goodness, we deserve it. All of us have been so patient and withstanding so much together this year. We deserve this. So I want people to realize to come and see this very first, because there's only going to be one first time, and this is it. And I would love to. And by the way, get there early. We anticipate anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people to attend this event. So you don't want to be left out in the cold. Park your car, get there early, and set out a picnic blanket and enjoy the sun and the gorgeous music.
Fantastic. Let's all have a joy for July. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, Jung-Ho.
Oh, thank you for making it so fun. Thanks, Paula.
Thank you. It's 4th of July in the town of Barnstable, and we have a wonderful, wonderful day planned from morning to evening. With me today, Director of Licensing, Liz Hartsgrove. Liz, from the western part of town right down to the harbor, we've got events planned all day long. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, indeed we do, Paula. We have celebrations in almost every single village of the 7 villages of Barnstable. So from Cotuit, we have a parade. West Barnstable and Barnstable Village also have a parade and activities on the Hollow area. We have actually Centerville has a parade as well as activities for children and families. And then Hyannis Port has a 5K run, and there is also, prior to in Cotuit on July 3rd, we even have a Firecracker 5K run in Cotuit off of Lowell Park. So that's also another activity prior to all the July 4th activities. And then, of course, we have the caper, the big topper of the events happening in Hyannis, where there's so much going on along Main Street and the town green, and then also here at Asselton Park in the evening we have so much activities, as well as even enjoyable beaches to go to and the parks and everything. Really, there's so much happening in Barnstable.
Right, so there's a lot of different ways people can get information for the activities in the town of Barnstable. townofbarnstable.us will have the list of activities, the times for the parades and the road races. And some of these activities are really very hometown. So
Yes.
if you think about the parades in Barnstable and West Barnstable or in Cotuit, there's decorated bikes. And Weano, we forgot Weano. They've got their
Yes.
bike parade, and that's been going strong for decades.
Yeah, it's really, really deep in tradition, those villages, and there really has, so if you actually have gone in years past, and that is something that is just really near and dear to your heart, it is something that is continuing this year and really going to be celebrated from those small villages. It's very quaint and just very community based, which is a wonderful thing for all families. But at the same time, skewing a little bit from that tradition is Hyannis, and that is completely completely changed this year. So that is something new that we are very excited about. In the past, we've had a parade and we've had fireworks. However, this year, we're going to be doing a celebration of music and culture and all the different diversity that is in our community. It's really going to capture that, and it's really a joy for July and for the community event. So there's going to be along Main Street musicians in different cultures and backgrounds and genres of music being performed along Main Street. There's going to be children's activities on the town green, as well as musicians on the bandstand and performances and all different types of things. And then in the evening at 8 o'clock here at Asselton Park, it's going to be actually topped off with the Cape Symphony and 2 guest artists playing for an hour and a half, a beautiful program of music that everyone can enjoy. So it's going to be spectacular this year.
Right. We spoke to Jung-Ho earlier in our program, and he is really joy for July at this point in time. He just can't wait for this concert and to introduce our community far and wide to the Cape Symphony, which is really one of those treasures that most people don't understand about the Cape, is that the Cape Symphony is a world-class symphony right here in our town.
Yeah, it is. And it's really something that, again, like you said, it's something in our town, but it's also, you know, the collaboration with the town and choosing July 4th to have a community event free to the public is actually something that's spectacular and unique to Barnstable in general. We always have something unique and different than other communities. Other communities will have fireworks. We're going to have just a cultural enriched event that is really family oriented and just is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited about this.
So our parades will start probably around 9 o'clock. You can again check townofbarnstable.us for right there on the left-hand side of our website will be all of the events listed. And then 2 to 9 here in Hyannis, you'll have a joyful July.